Shamik Moore.
I'm Jake Johnson.
And I voice Miles Morales.
And I voice Peter Parker in Spider-Man
Into the Spider-Verse.
to hold you over until the Marvel Spider-Man game launch.
We brought you a sneak peek from our upcoming movie. I do get one of those beautiful red PS4s though, right? In your universe, there's only one Spider-Man, but there's another universe.
You're like me.
How? Spider-Verse is the first movie about a biracial superhero. Whoa!
Miles has got to learn from the more experienced Spider people. So you want to learn to be Spider-Man?
No, I have to learn to be Spider-Man.
One thing I know for sure, don't do it like me. Do it like you.
This film has crazy cool action from beginning to end.
This is gonna take Spider-Man to a whole new level. In your universe, there's only one Spider-Man. But there's another universe. It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not. My name's Miles Morales.
Hey, kid. You're like me.
How?
I know it's complicated. You want to know what happened to you? I can teach you to be Spider-Man.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person. Look, Miles, what makes you different, that's what makes you Spider-Man.
Who gonna stop us now? Hey, I'm all in, never worry about a fraud or a new bitch. Lost love, I ain't worried about a process.
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great. I love you, Miles.
Yeah, I know, Dad.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I want to hear it.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Hey guys, I'm Gwen Stacy. Come on.
How many more spider people are there?
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got a new trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Let's break it down. Like they said, they released this because Spider-Man PS4 just came out. I'm still doing the giveaway for copies of the game. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. But I love this shout out from Shamik Moore about the red console that they're selling as the tie-in. It looks awesome. If you don't already own a PS4 and you really like Spider-Man stuff and you don't mind spending the extra money to get it, then sure, go for it. But within the footage, they sort of explain a little bit more about the story and why they're having so many different Spider-Men from the multiverse. It's not so much about just throwing everything at you all at once, because there are a bunch of different versions that they've confirmed that I'll talk about in a second. It's more about them mentoring Miles Morales as he slowly learns to be another member of the Spider family. So for the most part, you see him with the Jake Johnson Peter Parker, like the 40-something. I think he said he's supposed to be in his mid-40s during the course of this movie. But the interesting thing is that we get a bunch of new shots of the Ultimate Green Goblin in that fight with the other version of Peter Parker. When he saves him and he says, "You're just like me, kid," Peter's voice sounds totally different, so that might be another version of Peter that just wears a very similar classic-looking costume. Most of you have probably guessed that the reason for including so many versions of Peter, like not just this one Jake Johnson Peter, but other versions of Peter, are so that you can kill one of them off. It can be really shocking, but you don't have to lose all the versions of Peter. It's probably just the Peter from Miles's Earth, which I'm guessing is going to be Earth 1610, just because that's the Ultimates Earth within the Marvel Comics universe. So we'll see. There'll probably be Easter eggs for the Ultimates universe. The other versions that they've confirmed are Nicolas Cage playing Spider-Man Noir, which I think is totally appropriate. John Mulaney, the comedian, is playing Spider-Ham, which I think is hilarious. They're doing full-blown Spider-Ham, and obviously most of you already know that Haley Steinfeld is playing Spider-Gwen. Now, even though they're doing all these different versions of Spider-Man from the multiverse, some of them get more screen time than others. Spider-Gwen is a main character. She's another person on this Ultimates Earth, so she'll probably be swinging around with Miles in any sequels that come along. But I think the idea is that Peter slowly transitions away so that when we get to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, he's not around to help them out. Like, they have to be full-blown spider people by themselves. Although Gwen Stacy looks like she has her shit together. We get a few more shots of Miles chasing after his uncle, the Prowler. He probably doesn't know that he's the Prowler here, so they'll probably have an awesome mask rip moment where Miles takes him down, rips the mask off, and finds out that it's his uncle. Remember, that's Donald Glover during Spider-Man Homecoming. He's not voicing this character though, so the person that's doing his uncle is somebody totally different. Totally digging the new comic booky looking animation style where the word bubbles will come up to illustrate the action. Like when the car screeches, you see the screech illustration. Another shot of him in Peter's lair with the different versions of the costume. This one on the left is the electro-proof suit. The one in the middle is the classic suit, and the one on the right is the Secret War suit. Not to be confused with the black Secret Wars, as in plural, costume, which is a totally different comic book event. Funny thing you may have noticed here too, when Peter is training him in the homemade version of the classic suit, Peter's only wearing the top and the mask, so he's running around in regular pants, even when they're swinging in the forest here. Probably so little kids can tell them apart when they're in a really big action scene and moving really fast on screen, because both their costumes do look kind of similar. It's one of those things where you have a big CG action scene in a live action movie and people are shooting at each other with like lasers or energy beams, and they make them different colors so that real little kids or dumb people can just tell who's shooting at who. Couple more scenes of Spider-Gwen swinging around in the city. Okay, come on guys. There's the Comic-Con joke, but it's not in this version of the trailer. What's Comic-Con? Oh, you'll understand. We'll explain later. Reminder that this movie's coming out at Christmas, so that by the time we sit down to watch this, we'll have already seen our Captain Marvel trailer, we'll have already gotten the title for Avengers 4, maybe even a teaser for that, and because this is Christmas, the very end of the year, they might also attach an official teaser for Spider-Man Far From Home. That finishes shooting in the next month or so. They should have time to cobble together some form of teaser. Now, we're probably going to cut it in a way that doesn't let you know where it is in the timeline so that it's not spoilery for Avengers 4, but I've already done a couple videos about that explaining where it's supposed to be. I'll link that at the end of this. But leave all your Spider-Man video requests in the comments below. I'll be doing some new Spider-Man PS4 soon too, talking about post-credits and big twists and the big scenes. Deacon Herberg, congratulations, you're the latest giveaway winner from my last big video. Please email me on the About page of my YouTube channel. There'll be a new round when I post new Marvel, which should be in the next day or two. Click here to watch that new Spider-Man Far From Home Iron Man scene, and you can click here for my non-spoilery Spider-Man PS4 review. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.